What a lovely shot of a brick wall. Yep, this is why I don't review gear. In this video, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the Sony 28-60mm f4 to f5.6 zoom lens. If I had to sum up this lens in only 3 words, it would definitely be slow but nice. This lens is commonly bundled with the Sony A7C as a kit package, and it makes perfect sense because the two together are a perfect combination. Now, I've been using this lens for a few weeks now, and for this video I've brought it to the Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal in the West Midlands, and I've been taking some handheld shots and also some tripod based shots. But this lens is all about compromises. Of these, the first one is the maximum aperture range of f4 to 5.6 wide open. Now, this is hardly groundbreaking, and it means you're never really going to get nice out of focus buttery smooth backgrounds. But if you're a general outdoors photographer and you're just walking around, really you're going to be shooting f8 to f11 anyway, so it becomes a bit of a moot point and not such an issue. But yes, if shooting indoors, this is an issue, and really you're going to be relying on your camera's IBIS to try and help keep the ISO down and thus reduce the noise a little bit. But as I say, for outdoors it's really not an issue. But what could be more of a problem is the limited zoom range of 28 to 60mm, which, as you can see here, allows for quite a wide shot at 28mm, and then you can zoom through some of the common focal ranges such as 35mm, 50mm, then to the maximum zoom of 60mm, which will give you a little bit of pull. But as you can see, it's not a particularly vast range, but it does cover some very useful focal lengths, in particular 28, 35 and 50mm. But of course, as I said earlier, this lens is all about compromises. This results in a very compact lens which is only this size, which you can see is very small on the Sony A7C body, and it makes a nice compact unit. Now, it's a retractable lens, so that means you have to zoom to open it. So this is with the lens retracted down, so it's nice and compact for walking around with. And if you open it up, you see it gets a little bit bigger, but it's still manageable and the weight's good. So really the compromises start to make more sense, especially when you've got on this body. But one thing that does drive me up the wall about this lens is the 40.5mm filter thread on the front, which is very small, means you're using really strange size filters, which can be quite hard to get. And if you want to use grad filters, it's virtually impossible to get an adapter. But there is a hack. So all you need to do is get yourself a 40.5 to 58mm step-up ring and apply like so, which is still nice and compact when you zoom it back down into the closed position. But it means you can then use a standard 58mm filter, like so. You could get yourself a screw-in filter hood if you wanted, and you can just use a 58mm filter cap, put it on, close it down, nice and compact, but now it's more of a standard 58mm thread, which means it's easier for getting filters, it's also easier for using graduated filters, and it just makes it a little bit more convenient. Of course, it doesn't really matter about the aperture, or the zoom range, or the size of the lens if the image quality isn't any good. And I'm pleased to say that really isn't an issue. As I said earlier, I've been using this lens for a few weeks now, and really, colours from this package are great. The images are nice and sharp, you know, I have no issues at all there. Perhaps a minor complaint would be that it's not very good shooting in towards the sun, or even side light. It really needs a lens hood on it. And I'm not even sure you can actually find a lens hood for one. So, but with my hack, I could get a screw-on hood and that sorts that problem out. But what you have to consider really is that this is a package, because I think this lens was designed for this body, and it makes so much sense if you're a Sony A7C user. And also I think the price, if you're buying it as a kit, it's only an extra couple £100 more to have this lens included, and really go for it. Now, I believe if you're buying it standalone, it's around the £400 mark, and you may be, for the limited zoom range, is pushing it a bit, but for what you get for the money, I still think it's worth it. If you're going to buy Sony A7C, you want a small lens, really it's a no-brainer. Just get the kit, and you've nothing else, you've got a nice fallback lens for if you're walking around. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do give it a thumbs up, maybe drop me a comment, and if you'd like to see more content from me, please subscribe to the channel. And until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.